Hello viewers. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how to use the Hero Plus stack, particularly the backdrop video and the backdrop image. As usual, I've already prepared our project and we can dive in straight away and customize the Hero Plus stack. And the only thing I'm going to change here is the size. I'm going to check medium size. And that's already it. We can now go ahead and use one of the substacks. We're starting with the background video. And in this case, I'm going to set the link to a resource which I've already prepared, this video which I've downloaded, set a link. And other than that, there is not much to do. These settings should stay the way they are, except if you have a particular reason to not to do it. I'm unchecking cover and set the vertical position to -10. Now let's drop in a title stack to demonstrate that you can have stacks laying above the background, and hop over to preview and see what's happening. The video has started automatically. It is looping and it is muted, and here we have our headline floating in the center. Okay, in the meantime I have cleaned up and removed the video backdrop, and now we are going to explore the background image stack. Let's drop in the image from the resources and turn off the image tiling, set the image size to fill. And let me quickly point out a feature which is only affecting edit mode. This is this save space option. Currently it is active, and this is also the reason why the background image is shown as such a small slither. If I uncheck this, the image becomes visible immediately, and you can adjust the height with a slider. And the idea behind it is that you can save yourself quite some scrolling in edit mode by adjusting the height. However, as I said before, this only affects edit mode. Preview and publish are not affected by this at all. So let's go back to save space. Now, the effect which we are going to have a look at now is the Ken Burns effect. And once this is activated, we have quite a few fields to customize this. First up is the effect trigger, which is either on hover or on load. On hover means the effect is triggered by the movement of the mouse. Once the mouse pointer is hovered above the image, the effect is started. And if the mouse pointer leaves the image, the effect is reversed. Let's hop over into preview mode so that you can see what I mean. First, let's set the scale to something which is zoomed in. If I set this to 1,25, the image is enlarged by 25%, and the end position will be a non-scaled version of the image at 100%. Now, below this we have the timing fields, which means the load effect or the hover in effect can have a different timing than the leave effect. So if I set this, for example, to 3 seconds and 5 seconds, you can see the effect taking a time of 3 seconds for the on hover and 5 seconds for the on leave. Let's quickly have a look at the other effect trigger, which is on load. Once I activate this and the preview page reloads, the effect is being started. Like this. However, if it is on this effect trigger, the effect is not being reversed because there is no counter action to page load. Now, we have a few more entry fields to discuss. These are the move from and move to fields. And the idea here is that you can add a horizontal or vertical or cross movement to the scale, actually. So what does that mean? Coordinates 0x, 0y means top left corner. And since the move to coordinates are exactly the same, there is no movement at all. Now, if you have movement in your image, and I want to demonstrate this by setting the scale to 100%, and I set the movement to a coordinate, there will be white space if the image moves. Quite logical. So if I set on the x-axis 20 pixels movement, then there will be 20 pixels white space on the left-hand side, like now. If we want to avoid this, we have to scale the image up so that we have space available while it's not visible. So let's scale in to 1,3. No, not maybe 10. 1,3 is enough. And have the position at the end also 1,3. Now we can easily move horizontally by 20 pixels. Now, if you want to combine this with some scaling effect, you have to pay attention that at the end position there is still enough space in the image to cover the white space. Let's say this should be 1,2. Then we have a zooming and moving effect without showing any white space. If this was too complicated for you, then just ignore the move from and move to options and just concentrate on the scale and keep it simple. All right, this concludes the introduction to the Hero Plus stack. I hope you enjoyed the video. Consider to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and mainly enjoy platform. Bye-bye.